I really don't think you'll find a better opening to many other games than the opening of Far Cry Blood Dragon. And I still can't believe that this is completely a DLC game. Like, this is like an expansion pack to Far Cry 3. Recently I was chatting to some people about Far Cry Blood Dragon, and it came to my attention that not a lot of people have actually played this game, which is bizarre to me. So a bit of background into this game. Far Cry Blood Dragon was released in 2013 and is a standalone expansion to Far Cry 3. Again, another fantastic game when it came out. Now this game is a sort of like futuristic, it's kind of 80s aesthetic. Well, it is 100% 80s aesthetic. Imagine this game like a 80s action movie that's just going wild. Like, that's all it is. You play as a cyborg Commando Sergeant Rex power cult, and it basically uses the same sort of gameplay as Far Cry 3. Has these really nice like digitized cutscenes, which I really love, and one of the most ridiculous like montages I've ever seen in any game. It also has one of the most ridiculous enemies in any game, being the actual blood dragons themselves. Giant dinosaur monsters that can fire lasers from their eyes and breathe fire. Because why not? That seems pretty fun to put in a game. I absolutely love this game. I think it's such a stupid parody of 80s like action. The music is top notch. It's like it's so good just to listen to this soundtrack. Lots of love and care has gone into Far Cry Blood Dragon, and it doesn't get appreciated anywhere near as much as it should, because we deserve the whole series of this game. It was fantastic. Like I said, the gameplay is basically just the Far Cry gameplay. You get to different areas, like you can do stealth, you can do loud, you can do whatever you want in this game. It's pretty much every episode, well, every sort of area you go to. Big open world. You get your towers, you open up the map, you get unlock abilities. I don't know what else I can really say. If you've ever played a Far Cry game past number 3, it's exactly that. In doing some research into this, I actually found out that the game did have a re-release if you had pre-ordered Far Cry 6 Season Pass. You actually got this game like remastered thrown in, which sure, I guess. I don't think many people actually cared about the Season Pass of Far Cry 6, because I feel like the majority of the Far Cry games since probably 3 or 4, maybe 5, I don't know, 5 was alright, but they've just been on like a downward, like, who gives a shit anymore about the Far Cry series, because it's always the same stuff in every game. At least this game was different and was something new, something fun, something interesting to do in the series. And it's absolutely criminal that it's only ever been DLC. There has been some sequels to this game, which sounds stupid to say, because they're not Far Cry games, they're not first person shooters. We got Trials of a Blood Dragon, which is like a kind of weird spiritual sequel. It's kind of the Trials games, as in like the balanced motocross games, but this sort of Blood Dragon themed. And apparently on Netflix in 2023, a spiritual successor to the series, Captain Laserhawk and the Blood Dragon Remix, released on Netflix, and continues the story. I don't really know, but it's not really like an official, it's like an inspired by sort of thing. Like, not really the same. I just want Far Cry Blood Dragon 2. I think that's all that anyone really wants, because this game's fantastic. Just to give you some context to how like wild and out there this game was, when it was originally sort of released or advertised back in sort of the 2013, the early 2010s, a lot of people thought this was an April Fool's joke, because it was released on the 1st of April, just to find out that it was like a full game. Actually, that's a lie, it was released on the 8th of April, but it was first advertised on the 1st of April, which is kind of cool. That, like, in the sense that people just didn't believe that this existed and it actually was a legitimate game. Now, when this game released, most people had like pretty positive things to say about this. That would be unless you were sort of any sort of reviewer who thought this was ridiculous and dumb, and it still got like 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10. But like often people criticizing like its aesthetic choices and stuff like that, and its design is like, well, you're kind of missing the point if you're going to criticize it. I mean, like, you can't criticize that, you can't give this game any less than Far Cry 3 in my opinion, because it is just Far Cry 3 with a different lick of paint. But yeah, that's me rambling on about why we never got a sequel to one of the greatest games ever, and I really wish that they would just give us a sequel to this. My name's been the Retro Gaming Goose. If you have enjoyed this video, please remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment below any memories that you had of Far Cry Blood Dragon. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.